Open bolt, fully automatic, 9mm handgun. With a simple design, mostly known for its boxy shape and a lot of doubt for how it looked. One of the most lethal, effective firearms since its inception. The Uzi. Government agencies around the world using them for security, defense, Secret Service protecting the president. Of the Reagan assassination attempt when the Secret Service all pulled out their Uzis after they'd tackled that man. Or its popularity, mainstream media and video games.
Uzi 9mm.
Let's start with the guy who invented it, Uziel. Germany, 1923. World War had just ended in 1918. Germany was into its own Great Depression of economic issue. Gotthard Glass, who would later have his name changed to Uziel, was born. His family fled from Germany in 1933 when the Nazi Party took over. In 1936, Uziel's family immigrated to occupied Palestine of the United Kingdom and was pinched for running guns. His career with firearms began. Some strange gun facts for you guys. In 1943, Uziel, creator of the Uzi machine gun. Damn, I love that gun. Was arrested illegally in 1943 for carrying a gun. Living in Palestine, being occupied by the United Kingdom at the time was incredibly dangerous for a Jewish man. This would be one of many times him getting in trouble with firearms. However, he was also weapons trafficking to other Jews and people for their own protection in the area. He was sentenced to 6 years in prison. However, he was pardoned and released in 1946, serving only half of his sentence. Gal began designing the Uzi submachine gun shortly after the founding of Israel and the 1948 Arab-Israeli War. One more for the hell of it. Gal's design was to be light, compact, easy to carry. His design was effective. He wanted something with how small it was, could put out as many rounds as possible. With this, it had the telescoping bolt, which also kept it from overheating as well. The new Uzi design came with a grip selector switch. He could go from fully auto to semi-automatic and on over to safety without having to move his hand. The Uzi platform was so successful, they developed it into 3 different variants. When chambered in 9mm, the full-size Uzi can let out 600 rounds per minute. The mini Uzi can shoot out 950 rounds per minute. And the micro Uzi can shoot 1,700 rounds in a minute. Light, lethal, and small makes it ideal for breaching, urban combat, and close quarter. Changing the industry standards for machine pistols. Gal had retired from the Israeli Defense Force in 1975, or shortly after. He moved to the United States. He settled in Philadelphia so that his daughter, who had serious brain damage, could receive medical treatment that she needed. In the early 1980s, Gal assisted in the creation of the Ruger MP9 submachine gun. You didn't know Ruger had a machine pistol, did you? The Ruger MP9 can fire 600 rounds per minute, chambered in 9mm. Its development took place in 1995 and was released in 1996. In the next 6 years, Uziel would actually die in 2002 from cancer. Aside from developing firearms, Gal also was a shooting instructor as well as a Hollywood on-set armorer. Most notably, though, training Linda Hamilton in Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
The reporter was a guy named Uziel. from an Israeli Special Forces unit, now acting as a trainer. The fighting scenes. And he taught her weapons handling. And she went out for her first day of actual live firing. She put the magazine in, charged it, put 8 rounds right through the center mass of the target. Magazine! Dropped the magazine, pulled the other one, changed her stance, went over, kneeled, charged, fired again, and put 8 rounds to the center mass of the target.
Before and after his death, Uziel design of the Uzi had spawned up multiple other models and firearms from other distributors and companies. It was so simple, effective, and cheap to manufacture. Some notable mentions would be Military Arms Corporation, or MAC, famous of course for their MAC-10. Also the MAC-11. As well as the famous Tech 9, Intertech 9, KG9. Although Uziel did not want fame, he still ended up leaving a hell of a legacy behind.